I was a little bit skeptical when I first heard this album was coming out, partially because Nas's last two releases, the Lost Tapes 2 and Nasir, they were disappointing by his very, 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 very high standards. Plus, I wasn't sure Hit Boy 2 was the right producer for him. King's disease, it literally means gout, like a swelling of the joints and the big toe as a result of too much uric acid crystallizing and depositing in these particular places in the body. I'm not trying to be scientific or medical or anything, but it's one of the most common disease in plenty parts of Black America. Here, it doesn't talk about food disease mainly per se, but he uses it to define the disease of fortune and fame.
The fade famous, the chain famous. QB on my chest, master stainless. Amazing grace, I'm gracefully aging without mason.
Man, peaceful, man, peaceful. Like he said, I'm gracefully aging, man. He's not fighting it again, and it's beautiful, man. There's no need to prove nothing again. The only concern is making music that suits where he's at presently in life. On this song, he's not saying gout per se. He's talking about the bad things that come with fame and wealth, like selling your soul, but especially what he was talking about was jealousy from the sources around you and external sources too. Jealousy is a serious disease because a lot of people might start plotting your demise when you're at the top. Like kings and queens, man, be careful of the hate, man.
Things we purchase is what the value of it is. Is it really worth it? Deep in the huddle, razors on us that'll make skin bubble. More wet we guzzle. Chris Lighty lit me in a few times with nine. That's on God. Wish you would've.
I liked how the beat switched from like serene nostalgia to dangerous, and his delivery too was steady and very mature, man. I'm loving this album so far, man. I swear. On this song, he reminisces on the time in hip hop where it was a little bit more dangerous but flamboyant. And the moral of the song is him questioning whether all those accessories were necessary because they were not good investment. He's wisened up now and he's well invested in offices and mansions, like things that will appreciate with time. Uh, this mature man Rouse, man. And yes, he also this is the Internal Revenue Service, popularly known as IRS. There was a part in this song that was from one old Nazis movie, like I think where someone was talking. Like it was one old Nas movie with DMX, Belly. I watched that film a couple of times, man. Nas is a poor actor, but the film was a very dope film, man.
While I had a lot of bread, and I was talking to Tia. I went to her block. I'm from Queens to Co-op City. She said, visit me. That's if you really miss me. I did. Show proof. 10 niggas outside her building.
There's more reminiscing on the song, albeit in the sweeter way. Like that's like two or three ways now that he's reflected now, and they've all made sense so far. Car hash 85 is the number of a certain taxi in his past. He reminisces on the events and that he and a lot of other people used the cab service for. Most of us know the song, man. I mean, Hit Boy is a car, man. Hit Boy is just the shit, man. He knows the beats for Nas, man. He knows it, man.
My pants poster said, Soldier rag, we going ultra black, unapologetically black, the opposite of
Doja Cat.
Michael Black's in black, we going no.
See, that Doja Cat line, it overshadowed the dopeness of this record, man. And it wasn't even a diss, if you really understand the line. He said, I'm unapologetically black, the opposite of Doja Cat. See, like, there was a time that Doja Cat said some racist stuff, like maybe she was pro-racist, and she apologized, and she's black. So he said he's unapologetic black, and or unapologetically black. He said he's unapologetically black, the opposite of Doja Cat. He wasn't dissing her per se. I don't understand, Sha. On this track, Sha, he celebrates black excellence and black pigmentation. It's just basically pro blackness, Sha. I'm gonna need my drink now for this one, man. Oh,
Bitch, I'm in a good mood, good groove, pull me up. Smoking weed in the tuck, sipping Rashard, sitting on governor's eye with all the killers.
oh shit, man. Like I know people who say like Nas, he looks out of place on new school bangers, but I don't fully agree, man. When the man is focused, he kills bangers, man. Apart from this song, you remember the Nas album done song with the on the DJ Khaled's album? Kill that one also. Like I was really annoyed with the length of this track though. On this track, it's just basically more celebration.
Coat in one line when we talked, but she thought she could have dipping on the bar.
Okay. On this song, they are just saying like they are the best thing that their exes have ever had, and they can't be replaced. I really love the hook on this song. Like with every track, like Don Toliver and Marks, like he ridicules the people that put that shitty XSL freshman list, man. And I have to say, I expected more from Big Sean. You're on the GOAT album, man. Should be trying to attract the GOAT. If not Kendrick now, your blood go be hot, eh?
See where the black family at. We need each other. With bad tempers, we defeat each other.
Tokyo, Tokyo, Tokyo. And this was a dope record, man. Like Lil Durk was dope, man. That guy is really one of the good Lils, man. He's one of the good Lils, man. On this song, they talk about the strengths of single black women. He even said he wished his mother was alive instead of his dad because of the better relationship they shared. Fuck, man. It was all good till she went bad. That's in pocket. The truth, man.
I'm asking why you match my fly. No cap, no lie. Trophy on candy, but I'm better without it. It's a
Hold up.
It's a lot
Hold
of
up.
loaded.
Say you match my fly, no cap, no lie, trophy amp candy, but I'm better off without it, man. Who do you think he was talking to on this song? Nicki Minaj. Yes, he was talking about Nicki Minaj, nigga. He might be talking about Nicki Minaj on this song, man. With those lines, like you match my fly, no cap, no lie. It's Nicki Minaj, for God's sake, man. Like here, he addresses the timeline of their intimate relationship. Just as it began to turn sour. Now it was okay on this song, but you gotta give it to Anderson .Paak, man. Like, I love that brother for real, man. There's just this vintage class feeling, like all those olden days classy feeling that he gives. Raphael Sadiq too is another cat like that, man. Dope record, man.
Yo, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. Traffickers, African, Latin, wiretappers. Here come the people, run my people, they don't treat us equal.
Like just great conscious rap, man. Like great conscious rap, man. Very, very good song. Like the content, really powerful content. Here he talks about how like blacks and Latins, like Latinos rather, how they are viewed in the eye of the people in power, like the whites, like Donald Trump, for example. Like there was one controversial tweet like that he put one time. Okay, not one time. He put a lot of controversial tweets. And he also criticizes the supposed Uncle Toms like Gayle King, etc. That was my most anticipated song, man. My most anticipated song, man. AZ, and like I really wanted to hear how the firm, like one of the most underrated groups in hip hop, for me, would sound in this present age. And trust me, they really delivered. AZ stole the show though. Like he's still very sharp with his flow. Even more than Nas, to be honest, man. Like it was not nice to hear like Dr. Dre's voice too at the end. But what happened to Foxy Brown's voice though? Let me play him apart. Let me play him apart so you see what I'm talking about.
You was very great.
What's really happened to your voice, man? Shut up. Hit boy, man. Hit boy.
With my environment as a kid, I trust no one today because what someone in my past did.
What up, Franco?
Gotta learn to let it go and move forward. King, you should learn to say no. Keep all your dough in. King, Michael Jordan gives back and you didn't know it. Like LeBron does, but it's just seldom they show it.
And here he spits some jewels, man. about the charitable actions of our icons like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, like what they do on the low that people don't really see. And he also talks about the consequences of street actions in the long run. It's going to get you either jail or be killed. And plenty knowledge about some other stuff, man. Nas is nigga get sense, man.
Change from your greatness, become a
Who was
byproduct
talking
of
about,
yourself.
man?
All for the paper, regardless. The market see you as an old ass artist. The McCartneys live past the Lennons, but Lennon's the hardest. Stay on your grace. I came in as thinking you was gonna be this great thing. Cause I seen the greats do it with a great queen. What these kings have in common, they had women.
On the song, he summarizes the album and gives the solution to the disease of fame, especially on the first verse, where I felt he might be addressing Kanye West. I know a lot of people were saying he was addressing Jay-Z, but I think he was addressing Kanye West. Why I said it might be addressing Kanye West is that he said he watched him. Like Jay-Z and Nas, they came into the game like almost at the same time, like almost at the same. So he said he watched him. So it's Kanye West. So I think the answers, according to him, are like staying true to your craft instead of selling your soul, ways of brushing off the envy and unhappiness around you, and real love, man. It was an excellent outro. Hit Boy, man, he has my respect for real. Like the beats here is one of the most underrated aspects on this album. Like how we switched the beats was perfect for Nas. It was perfect. This song is one of my favorite songs on this album. Like it was a proper ending, man. I want to hear Eastern Effects one, man.
Bullshit. Niggas saying Ferg back, but I've been with the shit. My
Ferg!
grill with Tiffany's and my gentleman
Ferg!
shit. My drill niggas out in Brooklyn and they spinning and shit. Poppin' pop.
Hold up. To be honest, I think ASAP Fergie is better than is the best ASAP. He's the best from the ASAP mob. No cap, man. That guy, I just like his vibe, man. Even more than ASAP Rocky, yeah. This track was a good bonus track, man. Like I said, ASAP Fergie was dope. Like even 504 in was above trash, man. Wow, man. This something is happening, man. This album it begins with King's Disease, where a supposed superstar is at in his present life, followed by the things that he experienced that led him to contract the disease, like crime, vanity, love, heartbreak, riches, domestic abuse, and then hatred. Then the definition, 10 points. Then the cure for the disease. Brilliant concept, man. Brilliant concept. Hit Boy, he did a phenomenal job, man. Not just with the creation of the beats, but how we allowed like Nas to express himself. Like as per Nas, making Nas the lyricist at the forefront and the beats as the support. That is what has always worked for Nas, man. It worked excellently. One thing I liked again about this album was how relaxed Nas was. Like when you get older, you gain a few things like more wisdom, and you also lose a few things like the average sharpness of your flow. Like even though his flow is still sharper than a lot of these new school rappers, and he embraced it, man, and he found a way to swag what I like to call the whole head flow. I also liked how the songs together as an album was greater than the sum of its parts. This album, it is. I don't. It's the album of the year. I don't know, but this is definitely his best album since Life is Good. Like, no cap, man.